When a stallion is considered one of the best progeny of a great horse such as So You Think, who was twice runner-up champion Australian sire and third in the most recent sires list for the season just finished, you know that stallion is bound for success. D'Argento is that horse, a Rosehill Guineas winner and prolific Group 1 competitor. He had 13 two-year-old runners for 4 winners in his first crop, and as they turn 3, we know there are plenty of expectations ahead for their classic season. James, it's a bit of a blowy old day up here, but what a magnificent property, and it is so exciting to see this gorgeous son of So You Think in D'Argento. He's like a silver Brumby. He's gleaming in the middle of winter.
Yes, no, nice to see you, Caroline, and he's really put on some weight now and let down beautifully, and yeah, he's enjoying his off time, and it's nearly time to get back into it for him.
Yeah, and it's been so wonderful to see what he's done already as a stallion with, 3 horses coming out winning on debut. We'll talk a little bit more about them shortly, but tell us about your management of him. I mean, I'm quite intrigued. He has his gelding mate in there and they're the best of mates.
Yes, it's just nice to keep him relaxed as we can in the off season, and he can just be a horse and not have to have the stresses of stable life or anything. And the gelding just seems to be a nice compliment, complements him out in the paddock. He knows he's there. He doesn't always stay with him, but he just a little security blanket.
Well, he's got quite the personality, doesn't he? I mean, this whole sire line through Saddler's Wells, High Chaparral, So You Think, into D'Argento, and he was such a popular racehorse with Star Thoroughbreds, and he's a sort of horse that, as a stallion, you can see the personality.
Oh, absolutely. They're all big kids, the stallions, I find, and he's a really lovely horse to handle, but he's also got that energetic side, and he's great. He's been very good to deal with. And
it's a really historic start, isn't it? John and his family, and Joss, your wife, and yourself now, and kids. It's a generational property that's, bred some wonderful horses over the years in this area, sort of southwestern New South Wales, near Young.
Yes, it's been going for a long time now, and John's done an amazing job setting the foundations for Bowness and been teaching Joss and I the straps. It's been probably 20 years where I've been working with John now, and it's hard to believe how quickly it's gone, but the way it's all travelled through, and John's now taking a bit of a step back,
still
and
has his own mare,
he's still enjoying the horses. It's great to be able to carry on with that foundation that's been set.
D'Argento adds to some great stallions you've had over the years, and he was a ripper. He won twice at 2. The Rosehill Guineas was just such an exciting win for Denise and the Star team. 4th in a Doncaster, another great run, and then the big races, 2nd in an Epsom to Hartnell by a whisker, 3rd in the Winx Stakes, 2 Winx, the great Winx herself, and he is the sort of horse that you need to be reminded of that turn of foot, particularly late in those races.
Oh, he was a phenomenal horse, and he raced against some of the best horses that we've seen ever. It is something you have to remind yourself of when you're even dealing with him day to day, but now seeing it coming through in his progeny, it's something you have to think about, and we're very lucky to have him.
Elegant to Empress the outside, and Rag Queen through the centre.
When you look at what he's done, as I said, those first start winners, 3 of them already. Considering he's a Rosehill Guineas, he's more of a, you would expect being by the great So You Think, more of a middle distance sort of sire. But already, Rag Queen won at Canterbury, 3rd in the $2 million Inglis Millennium, Silver and Suave, 2nd in the Ken Russell Memorial, bitten by Barry, won on debut at Newcastle. Duke Calzini beat Switzerland, first trial at Warwick Farm, and is now a winner and has raced in stakes grade. That's pretty amazing. 2-year-olds, these are 2-year-olds, not 3-year-olds, isn't it?
We have to pinch ourselves to think how it's all started off for him, and we didn't expect it to come so soon. The horses have really done everything that they've been asked of them, and Rag Queen to win on debut at Canterbury for David Payne was amazing. Big thrill for us, and big congratulations to him, because it was a job well done there. It's a testament to the versatility of the sire line. They really do have that turn of foot like he did, and they've shown it at a young age, which I think will stand in good stead when they get a bit older.
But you know that the best is yet to come, the 3-year-old, the classics, guineas, Oaks derbies, you know, and all those incredible 1.25 mile middle distance races. They just seem absolutely primed for those this season.
It really opens up, and these sort of horses that have had that early experience and been looked after by the trainers, that some of the trainers have really done a great job with them. Daniel Sieb, David Payne, now in with Gerald and Sterling. They've really looked after them, and I think now it's just going to open up for them as they get over the distance and learn their trade and start to step them through the grades.
His sire, So You Think, we know he's probably one of the most popular racehorses and stallions around. But the last 2 years, he's been runner-up champion Australian sire. And so that bodes so well for D'Argento as one of very few of his sons at stud.
So You Think kicked off with one winner in the first 2-year-old season. D'Argento's had 4. So You Think's, I think he had 6, maybe 6 winners on a day a few years ago in the top echelon of racing, and they've just stepped up and continue to as they go through to 3, 4, 5, 6-year-olds. It's very exciting to see what happens.
And $16,500, so you've kept him at that. I mean, this region, it's such an easy region to get to. It's a really prime part of the New South Wales thoroughbred family, I guess. That fee is so generous for mare owners to be able to access a stallion like this.
It's a tough one with the service fee because you have to offer value. I'm very aware that a lot of expenses go into it for everyone, but with horses that can race on from 2, 3, 4, and hopefully opens up that big prize money that can come later on, hopefully there's some big value there for people.
And obviously the yearlings now, off the back of some of those early results, selling for up to $300,000. That's a great result in anyone's book.
Yeah, up to 8 times his service fee in that instance, and horses in book 2 making 200,000. It's a huge testament to the types he can throw and the strength, and then the early runners, which has all helped. But yeah, it's been a great start.
And we're on the cusp of a new racing season, so that's exciting for everyone involved. We've seen what they've done at 2, but this is the really exciting time, isn't it, as they're rising 3?
Absolutely, and we can't wait to see what he can do with these 3-year-olds and having the new 2-year-old crop coming through as well. There's been some good talk about the ones that have been broken in this season as well. So looking forward to it and really excited, yeah.